Hi, this is Janet Wright, and this is a video recap of the mini triplet healing that I did this morning for 25 people. Today is March 17th, 2017. Real briefly, I do have a video explaining in a lot of detail about what is a mini triplet group healing, but it's 3 20-minute group healings within 1 week. So you get like put back together and healed and inspired, hopefully, 3 different times in a week, on a Friday, a Sunday, and a Tuesday. So this is the Sunday. I just did a mini triplet healing about, an hour and a half ago or so. About 2.5 hours ago. And this is the recap video for anyone who's interested, and of course, especially the 25 people who got the healing. So I do have their names written down, but obviously, that's confidential. So what I did, I took little scratch notes as I worked. So this is the me putting into words my little scratch notes. And I'm in a local park, since I thought scenery would be awesome. So first, on my sample person that I was looking at, as I explained in other videos of this, like when I'm working with a big group of people, the angels will keep picking out a sample person for me to look at in detail and see what they need, and then because they want everybody to get the same healing that that person most needs. And throughout the healing, I'm giving, there are all sorts of different sample people that the angels have me look at to point out different issues. So anyway, I started with grounding, helping people to release when you're clearing a lot of energy. Like everybody in this group already got a healing on Friday, so their spirit is really in the mood to release a ton of old stuck energy. So sometimes what happens is they're not used to grounding as well as they need to release all this. So there was a little backlog, like everybody had kind of like, big piles of half-released energy in their grounding. So I helped everybody with that, to let their grounding fully release and flow again. And also the 7th layer of the aura, there were little energy blocks at the very top and the very bottom that were making it less likely for people to release everything that they wanted to release. So I helped people with that. I used gold universal healing energy, and I was just sending it to the very top and the very bottom of everybody's aura to just help them clear certain energy blocks that were in the way of them just going and releasing everything that they wanted to release. And then there was this thing about relaxing and being fully present and enjoying relaxing. So like a positive, enthusiastic sense of like feeling free and easy that I was helping people with. So I helped people with their 4th chakra in the front and the back. Heart chakra, the one in the center of the chest, is the 4th chakra. It helps with motivation, enthusiasm, self-love, self-care. And so I visualized copies of everybody's heart chakra, and I just kind of sent gold light to the front and the back until they all released and flowed a lot better, so that they could have more of a real upbeat sense of relaxation. I mentioned in the other recap video that I worked a little bit with people's 8th chakra. Well, I worked on letting them receive their eternal wisdom from their own 8th chakra. Like if you imagine the eternal part of you that has been in all lifetimes but is not part of your spirit body that's in your body, like a big gold sun above you that's shining down eternal wisdom. And sometimes there can be energy blocks in between that gold sun and your aura, so that not all of it gets in. So I help people clear that, any energy blocks, particularly so that they could have faith in themselves and confidence. Because the sample person that the angels picked out, he didn't have faith in himself. Because things happen in life that are negative, and then you just kind of, you don't have as much belief in yourself. So I helped him and everybody to clear energy blocks above the aura that contributed to that, so that they would just be more open to soaking up the eternal healing and wisdom from their you know, 8th chakra, the gold sun above them. Another thing that was kind of holding people back, particularly the sample person the angels picked out, was in the 4th layer of the aura. So for me, that would be right about here, all the way around, and like right here in front of me and here behind me. 4th layer is generated by your heart chakra, 4th chakra, and so it's an energy, you know, layer of your aura, and it has to do again with enthusiasm, motivation, self-love, feeling positive. And the sample person had expectations, like pieces of energy from their parents, even though they were all grown up now, you know, but they had like pieces of energy from when they were kids about what their parents expected of them, and they were kind of stuck on them even now that they were grown up. So I help people to clear stuck energy about what their parents expected of them when they were kids, from their 4th layers, which again, you know, helps you to enjoy your life a lot more. 7th layer, just standard, like helping everybody to clear rips and tears in their aura, you know, like heal wax. Rips and tears, wax, or when someone throws energy and it impacts something solid and stuck in your energy field and creates a tear. So anyway, I helped everybody with that, to mend that stuff up. And if you are hearing this and you don't want to learn more, I do have 2 videos, Energy Wax Part 1 and Energy Wax Part 2. And a lot of aura healing videos I made in the last month. Let's see. Oh yeah, 5th layer, throat. I'm like reading this like a scratch because, you know, I want to focus on the healing, so I'm just like writing 2 words, you know, to represent something I did. Throat chakra, 5th chakra, is communications, with yourself and with others. And you know, after each healing you get a survey, and it's like, it's multiple choice, but it's like, okay, do you feel more peacefulness? Do you feel more this, more that? And that's like an introspective thing of being able to think and reflect about how you feel, you know, and kind of think about, you know, how you're doing. And it's a good thing for everyone to be able to do all the time. And but a lot of people needed an extra healing in their 5th layer, the energy layer, like all around them, created by this throat chakra, so that they could have more of a, they could find the time to think about, you know, like their life, and, you know, kind of pleasant, you know, letting go, reflecting on things kind of stuff. A lot of people had just too much drama and distraction in the way in that layer, so that their thoughts were not that helpful and not that, you know, zen. So I just helped heal sort of everybody to like heal and release in that layer, 5th layer, so that their thoughts are potentially more peaceful and kind of lighter and more helpful and constructive. So yeah, more of that inner voice stuff. Helped people to clear energy blocks in the way of their own wisdom and their own vision. I did a little bit of the vision stuff in the Friday healing that I did for this group, where I cleared the 6th layer and the 6th chakra. So I did a little bit more of that this time. It was nice because it was 3 healings in a set, so everyone was pretty okay in their 6th chakra because from the Friday healing. So then I just did a little more detailed work, and the 6th layer in front, 6th layer of your aura, that's generated, you know, the energy that your 3rd eye, your 6th chakra creates, goes into that 6th layer of the aura. And so the clearer it is, the more it's just your energy, the more accurate your vision is of situations. And, you know, we've all had people in our lives, either now or in the past, that have been sort of invested in us perceiving a situation in a certain way. You know, like not just standing back and letting us assess it ourselves and think, you know, get our own wisdom about a situation. You know, they have this very loaded opinion, you know, and they want us to agree. So some people are currently in a situation like that. Some people, of course, have been in the past. So there were like energy deposits of other people's ideas and opinions in that front of the 6th layer, you know, and, you know, you can always clear that out yourself. You know, just imagine 6th layer all around you that's generated by your 6th chakra, and you clear out the 6th chakra, and just imagine, you know, like hard pieces of energy that aren't yours and just kind of melt them away with gold light so that they turn into, you know, maybe like they just melt away, like, you know, like butter on a skillet or something. So then I did more of that, like distortions, you know, like, okay, what's distorting somebody's vision and perception, so that they can have more clarity. Oh my gosh, then, okay, this is the last thing I did. So it's only 20 minutes, you know, but I can do a lot when I don't have to explain to people while I'm working. But the last thing was like crazy cool. The sample person that the angels picked, I kind of looked at them, how they were doing. Obviously they'd just gotten this healing, so they were a lot better than they were, but I saw them like on their path for their life, because you can imagine like a road that's just yours, that represents, you know, your spiritual path in this life, like what you're meant to learn and experience. And are you on the road, and are you moving forward on your road? And he was moving forward on his road now, but he was like pushing forward as he went. He was pushing forward this, like, you know, like heavy black giant rock that was like twice his size. So it was not that easy for him to move forward, because he was like pushing this rock. And I'm like, what is that rock? And it was past life fears, things that he had avoided clearing. You know that expression, like face your fears, you know? And the idea is, you know, you should do something even if it freaks you out. You know, if you know it's good for you, you should just work on clearing the fear, you know, and go ahead and do it. You know, you should do what's good for you, what's best for you, even if it freaks you out. You know, clear the fear first, so you're not like totally having a panic attack. But anyway, these words, like, it was like a collection of fears that he had in past lives that he had totally avoided clearing. That, I mean, he would have actually been ready to clear, but it's like once you get into this pattern of avoiding fear, you just keep putting it off and pushing it ahead of you, even though you're ready to get over it, you know? So that was the idea, and I helped everybody, like, with, of course, a ton of angel help, but I helped everybody to basically melt their, you know, avoidance fear rocks that were in front of them that represented, you know, past life fears that they had been putting off getting over and clearing, that they were ready to clear. So that was like really amazing to watch people, like, because they learned, like the people I was helping, the 25 people, they were, you know, I was running gold light through those giant rocks of their avoided fears from past lives, and they were doing it too, and like the rocks were like exploding, and so they were able to walk forward easier, and then they got the hang of it, you know. And so there'd be another rock in front of them, and they'd run gold light through it, and it would explode, and then they'd rush forward some more, and then they'd run gold light through another rock that was in front of them of you know, old fears they'd avoided, and exploded, and they ran forward some more. So it's really adorable to like watch all these people like get the hang of it and like explode their big rocks in front of them and realize that, hey, I could do this, you know, and it blew up, I did it, you know. And it was adorable. It was so cute to watch like 25 people like kind of click with it and do it. So anyway, it was quite the finish to today's healing. But anyway, so thanks for listening. And if you didn't participate and you're interested in, or you did, but you're interested in future mini triplet group healing sets, again, it's energy healing, remote healing. You can be doing anything at that time. You know, these people, some of them were probably asleep, some of them were working, some of them were hanging out with their family. It doesn't matter, because I'm working with the subconscious part of their spirit and their angels. So, you know, you don't have to like set aside time, which is good, because I do it at a random time each time. You know, it's just whenever I have time in my day and my energy is like good enough to do it. All right, so take care, everybody. And if you did get the healing today, fill out your surveys, please, so that I can keep track of how everybody did with it and how everybody's feeling. Okay, bye. Oh, and again, my name is Janet Wright, and my website is janetwrightreadings.com.